Yo, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. It's 8:51 a.m. Pacific time. It's December 17th, 2025. Let's begin. Activist local TV stations got Jimmy Kimmel suspended from ABC. Disney says it's proof of the system works. When ABC suspended late night host Jimmy Kimmel earlier this year, a local affiliate revolt was at the heart of the decision. Previously reported FCC filing Disney cites Kimmel's preemption of his week-long absence from network TV as proof that the current FCC rules governing the relationship between networks and affiliates work as intended. To say that the status quo between networks and their local station partners has become strained would be an understatement. Owners of local TV stations, including giants like Nexstar and Sinclair, and smaller mom and pop station owners across the country, have taken out angry over affiliation fees, and entertainment companies like Disney and NBC Universal have pursued streaming deals. Now the FCC is taking action, with Chairman Brander Carr launching an inquiry into network affiliate relationships, suggesting that networks are exerting undue influence or control over affiliate stations in a way that undermines the needs of their local communities. Preemptions were simply the most example of that discontent, with Nexstar and Sinclair, two of the greatest owners of local TV stations, including ABC stations in major markets like Washington D.C. and Seattle, warning Disney that they were going to preempt the show in the wake of the murder of Charlie Kirk. An outrage of comments Kimmel made in the aftermath, Disney executives held a call with affiliates to try and calm their nerves before ultimately suspending. Over the last 30 years, ABC affiliated stations have exercised their right to preempt programming and will continue to do so without FCC intervention, Disney told the FCC in the December 10th filing, citing preemptions of Kimmel, NYPD Blue, and Saving Private Ryan. These and other examples make clear that the regime is working in compliance with the FCC rules and that no further regulatory intervention is warranted. Claire, it should be noted, privately told that it would try and get an apology from Kimmel over his comments. Filings over the last week, Disney, Paramount, Skydance, NBC Universal, and Fox Corp have made arguments, sometimes apocalyptic terms, about the FCC intervention in the affiliate relationship. To quote NBCU's filing, may cause the demise of broadcasting. Paramount argued that it would merely be counterproductive, while Fox argued that it would only hurt public interest. But they in a joint filing from the Fox, CBS, ABC, and NBC affiliate associations argued to the FCC that the decisive action is needed and fast to recalibrate the lopsided network affiliate dynamic in a fair manner. That relationship isn't to be, and for many years was, a mutually beneficial one that served both the network, which benefited from the national distribution system for their programming, and the affiliates, which were the exclusive distributors of sought-after and highly valued network sports and entertainment programming. The affiliate groups write in their filing, the ultimate beneficiary of the balance system was the American people, who received free over-the-air access to both national sports and entertainment programming, as well as local news, the community-focused programming via their local television stations. Today, that once beneficial relationship is seriously out of balance. The state of network affiliate relations, Kimmel, and other issues took up at a U.S. Senate FCC oversight hearing, which is slated to be held today. Carr is expected to testify alongside fellow commissioners Olivia Trusty and Anna Gomez. Of course, perceptions are relatively small potatoes in the grander scheme of things, despite all the headlines generated by Kimmel's suspension. The biggest sticking points remain those contracts, the ever-escalating fees, and the rise of streaming platforms, some of which the major media company, and it comes with the backdrop of tech companies getting ever bigger and securing ever more advertising dollars. Tech companies were a target of both affiliates and the networks in their FCC filings. Ultimately, the network's affiliates really official arrangements because it is in their best interest to do so together. We are the national broadcast television industry, and we have never faced a more challenging competitive environment, Fox told the FCC. In addition to competing against hundreds of unregulated networks provided by cable operators and DBS providers, we now compete for viewers, programming, and advertisers against streaming platforms backed by big tech giants Google, Amazon, and Netflix, as well as social media platforms including TikTok and Instagram. Our connection to local communities via network-owned and operated local television stations and affiliated local television stations is vital to our ability to compete in this environment. Disrupting network affiliate relationship will jeopardize broadcast networks' ability to secure this kind of marquee programming for the benefit of American consumers. NBC Universal wrote, "This disruption will steer premium sports and entertainment content away from broadcasting and towards platforms owned by big tech companies." In short, if the Commission puts its thumb on the scale in the broadcast affiliate relationship as it proposes to do in the public notice, consumers will lose the ability to watch premium programming for free over the air altogether, resulting in fewer options and higher costs. The economics of the broadcast industry overall have become tougher in the current competitive landscape. Paramount Skydance wrote, "Both networks and affiliates face creation costs and changes in increasing government intervention into the voluntary agreements reached between sophisticated and private parties. Particularly in these circumstances, will not serve the public's interest, but rather threatens to undermine it and potentially the network affiliate model." But owners argue that more guardrails are needed, disparaging the networks for moving much of their content, including some live sports, exclusively to their streaming platforms. If the status quo continues, the local news and programming will ultimately suffer. That is simple. If unchecked network practices continue to threaten local stations' ability to serve the public, more local stations will be forced to scale back or eliminate the type of news and local programming that viewers expect and rely on in communities throughout the nation, the affiliates argue. Of course, increasingly the owners of local TV stations are not mom and pop shops, but rather large sophisticated companies like Nexstar, which is seeking to acquire Tecna and Similar. So will FCC intervention and broadcasting as we know it, or is it necessary to keep the broadcast ecosystem alive with worrying existential takes? What Carr and his commission do is likely to be felt across the entertainment ecosystem. Anyone who follows public policy knows the regulatory devil is usually in the details. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram, the Studio 11. Follow me on X, the Studio 2020. I like to say Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next